Hello and welcome to my channel. Today in this video we will try and develop a mechanical model that is available with us. As you can see here that all the dimensions for this particular model has been clearly given. So we will follow these dimensions and try to construct this in this video. So without any further ado, let us start. So for starting our drawing, we will first set our limits, and before setting our limits let us move our model view to southeast isometric. Okay, so I will currently set my limits to LIM, enter. The lower left corner will be at 0, 0, enter. The upper right corner will be at, I'm setting it at 200, 200, okay, enter. Then Z, enter, A, enter. Okay, so I have already applied the limits to my screen and we will start off with our drawing. So for starting with our drawing, as you can see here, we will first construct the front face of the object. This particular face we will make it. We will have to go to the visualize tab and we will have to change it to front. Okay, so X, Y and Z axis has been properly arranged. Okay, I will set these grids off and we will go to this home tab. We will start off with this particular thing. Now as you can clearly see that the total distance from this point to this point is 100 and this much distance is 52, then the remaining dimensions is 48, half on either sides, therefore 24 and 24 on both the sides. So 24, then we will move up 10 distance, then 52, then again 10 distance, then again 24. Okay, so I will select this polyline option, keep the ortho mode on, select the polyline option. So and we will specify the first point, and this is how much distance? This is 24 distance, therefore this is 24 that I am giving here, enter. Then we will move up 10 distance, okay, then again we will move at 52 distance, 52, enter. Then we will move again down at 10 distance, then on the right hand side we will again move 24 distance. Okay, now as you can see here that this height is 12 and this distance is 12, so I will go to this polyline option again and select this polyline option, and I will select this point, go up a distance of 12, enter. Then again towards the left I will move a 12 distance. Again, as you can see in the diagram, this height is also 12, therefore I will move up again 12 distance. Then I will have to move how much distance? This is 12, this is also 12, therefore 24. 100 minus 24 means you are having 76, so I will move a 76 distance towards the left, and then we will move down again 12 distance, again towards the left we can move 12 distance, or you can track this point and click on this, join to the end, right click, end. Then I will select the whole object and click on J, enter. Okay, so as you can see here that now this is a polyline, this is a single object. Now we will have to extrude this particular face to a distance of 160. Therefore I will go to this extrude command, click on extrude, select this particular profile, click on enter, and give an height or the extrusion height or distance as 160, enter. Okay, so you can see here, if we move on to the realistic visual style, you can see that this particular face of the object has been created. Okay, now we will construct the other faces. So let us first construct this particular part of the object. Okay, so as you can see here, if we are firstly constructing an rectangle of length as 60, because as you can see here this circle is having a radius of 30, therefore the total distance from this point to this particular point is 60, and this height here is how much? Total is 42, and this particular height is again 12, we know it from here, therefore 42 minus 12, you are getting 30 as the distance. Okay, so 60 and 30 are the dimensions of the rectangle. So I will construct it separately. So as you can see here that we were currently on this particular face, which is the front face. Now we will have to move our coordinate system to the right hand side of the object. So we will again go to this visualize tab. We will select the right from here. So x and y and z axis has been properly arranged. We'll go again to this home tab. I'll select the rectangle option and I will select a arbitrary point from here. Go to these dimensions and give the dimensions as the length as 60, enter, and the width of the rectangle is 30, enter. So there you go, we have got this rectangle already formed. We will now construct a circle which is of radius 30. So I will go to this circle center radius option, track the center point from here, make sure that the in the OSNAP settings the midpoint option is checked, so we can track this midpoint of the object. So I will select I will go to this center radius option and I will track the center point from here and we will give the radius as 30. Okay, therefore we have already constructed this particular circle, right? There is another circle here which is having a diameter of 30. Therefore I will go to this center diameter option, track the center point from here and we will specify the diameter as 30. Okay, we have already constructed this part. The next thing that we will do is we will explode this rectangle before trimming. Okay, so we'll use the explode option. Okay, explode command, enter, select this object, click on enter, and as you can see these lines are now separate lines. Okay, now we will trim it, TR, press enter 2 times, and now we have got, sorry, press TR, enter, then we will trim the unwanted parts from here. So we don't want these parts, so we will delete these parts. Okay, so let us delete this. So this is the profile that we have created, right? Now I will select the whole and click on J, enter, for joining the lines and the arcs. Okay, the next thing that we will do is we will copy the same profile and bring it at a different position. Okay, so I'm selecting this, click on CO, enter, select an arbitrary base point and bring it somewhere, suppose here. Okay, right click, enter. We will check the extrusion distance from here. This is 76, so we will extrude this particular object at a distance of 76. So I'm going to this extrude option, I'm selecting this object, click on enter, and we will extrude this at a distance of 76. Okay, now we have got a hollow part and therefore we are again extruding this circle. Okay, let us select this circle, click on enter, and let us move it at an arbitrary distance which is greater than this distance, 76. Okay, and let us subtract, enter, select the first object, enter, select the second object, enter. Okay, now we have got this hollow space which has been created. Okay, nextly we will try to construct this particular object. Now as you can see here, this distance is how much? The total distance is 160, so therefore this distance will be 160 minus of 60. This is 60, the diameter of the bigger circle, therefore 160 minus 60 is 100, therefore this distance is 100. So I will select a line command and I will track this point and bring it at 100 distance. Okay, so right click, enter. Now I will select this line option again, keep the ortho mode off, track this point and draw a tangent here by tracking the tangent. Make sure that the tangent option in OSNAP is kept on. Okay, so I'm clicking it at this position, right click, enter. Okay, now I will trim the unwanted parts, TR, enter, then I will select this portion, this portion, this portion, click on escape and delete this circle. Okay, so there you go, we have created this profile and I will select the whole, click on J, enter for joining and make this a single object. Okay, now we will have to extrude this at 12 distance, therefore I will use the extrude command again, select this profile, click on enter and we will give the distance as 12. Okay, so all the three parts of the object has been created. Now we will combine these three parts and move these parts at a convenient position. So I'm selecting the first object and click on M, enter, select the base point. So I'm selecting the base point here, this particular corner, and I will track this corner and position it here. Okay, so as you can see, it's rightly placed. Now I will select this object, click on M, enter. Now here I will select the midpoint of this line or this edge, and we will track the midpoint of this edge and place it at a convenient position. So here you go, you have got the 3D midpoint available here. Click on this point, and as you can see that we have placed the three objects at their respective positions. Now the next thing that we will do is use the union command in order to merge all three objects. Enter. Okay, so we have to select the objects, first object, second object, and the third object. Click on enter. Okay, so this is a single object. Now we will go for the dimensioning of this part. Okay. Now for the dimensioning, let us again bring this to the southeast isometric view, and let us bring this to the 2D wireframe visual style. Okay, now for the dimensioning, now as we are currently dimensioning on the front face of the object, therefore I can go to this visualize tab and select the front face first. Okay, so you can select the front face from here also, or you can simply select this part and click on this face option and select the face which you want to dimension. So I am selecting this face, click on accept. Okay, so X and Y axis has been properly arranged. Now we will go to this annotate option. This dimension is 100, so I will select the linear option from here, and I will track this point and the second point here and bring it at a certain height. So there you go, we have got this distance as 100. Okay, again this distance is 52, so I will again track these points. So again I will go to this linear option, track this point and this point from here, and this is 52, right? Similarly, this height is 10, so what I can do is I will go to linear option again, I will track this point, I will track this point again and track this point correctly, and there you go, you have got this height as 10. Okay, then again you have got this distance as 12, therefore I will track this as the first point, this as the second point, and bring it down, and there you go, you have got this 12 distance here. Okay, so this is the dimensioning of the face. Sorry, you have got 12 distance here also, so we'll have to go to this linear option again, track the first point, track the second point, and there you go, you have got this as 12 distance. Okay, similarly for the other faces of the object, let us click on this realistic view. Okay, and similarly here we will move our coordinate system to the right face of the object, or you can simply select the face also. So I am going to this visualize tab, select this face option and select this particular face, click on accept. Okay, now we will dimension this. So I will again go to this annotate tab, click on linear, track the point here, this corner, and track the other corner here, and this is 160, right? So I will select the visualize option from here, use the 3-point method in order to select the face. So I am tracking this point here, and x-axis will be along this direction, y-axis will be along this direction. Okay, so there you go, this is the y-axis direction. Now this is 30, so what I can do is I will go to this annotate option again, click on linear, track one point here, track the other point here. Okay, and bring it down, this is 30, right? Then we will dimension this circle which is of radius 30. So I will go to this radius option from here, select this arc, and this is 30. Okay, you have got 76 distance here, so I am selecting the linear option. Before selecting the linear option, I am going to this visualize tab and tracking the face. So I am tracking this particular face, accept, and I will go to this annotate tab, click on linear, specify the first point, specify the second point here, and as this is 76, right? So you can actually put it at a convenient position, not an issue if you keep it like that. Now again I will go to this visualize option, select this 3 point or the face option from here, select this particular face, click on accept, go to the annotate tab again, click on linear and track a point somewhere here and another point here, keep the ortho mode on. So this is 32 distance. Okay, again we will go to this visualize tab, select the face and select this particular face. Okay, click on accept, go to the annotate tab, click on linear and track a point on this part. So suppose I am tracking it at this position and the other point is here, so you have got these dimensions available. Okay, so this is the dimension which is done, and we can actually click on this dimension style manager, click on modify and let us check the options. So as you can see here, more or less everything is right. Text it's 2.5, you can change it if you want to. I will click this on ISO standard option and click on this fit. So currently the scale is in 1, I will keep it as it is. Primary means precision, I will keep it at 0 and everything is okay. Click on OK, close. There you go, the dimension of this object is complete. If you go to the layout tab now, then you can see that the object is shown here. If you double click here and you change this style to 2D wireframe, you can see and check the dimensions correctly. Okay, and if you want to go for the other printing options, I have created previous videos, you can check it out at any point of time. So that's all for today. Thank you for joining.